My phone has not stopped ringing today, which is why I had to put it on airplane mode to make this video for you. And why I love solo RV living as a female digital nomad and entrepreneur, especially stationary RV living in an RV park in one place, not moving. Why I started this YouTube channel today is what I wanted to talk to you about, because it's been a minute. I felt like we really needed to have a conversation because there's some things that I figured out. So if we haven't officially met, I'm Brandi, and this is RVersity, my YouTube channel that I talk all about my RV life and my RV living situations that have gone down. Please, please, please subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon somewhere around this video so that you're notified each and every time I publish a new video. I'm about to hit 5,000 subscribers. That is so exciting. First and foremost, thank you. I love you. I do read all of your comments, all of your emails. I know that you're out there and that you read mine, even if you don't respond. I just wanted to let you know how much I love you. And it does warm my heart to read all of the things that you write me, okay, even if I don't get to respond to them. So I did want to tell you that. But I really want to tell you why I started this YouTube channel, what I figured out along the way, and how it's headed now. If you've followed me for a while, you've probably seen me talking more about my digital nomad and entrepreneurship journey. I just thought that I would kind of explain to you how this channel came about. So if you haven't watched my story, I'll put it below. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'll put it below this video in the description. But I talked about how I ended up stationary RV living and living in an RV, and how my story even transpired for all of this, and how I quit my job and all of that fun stuff. If you haven't watched that, please watch that after this video is over. But I did want to tell you, for those of you that watch me and you followed me for a while, like why I started this channel and kind of what's happening now. So I've done a lot of reflecting, and I was just talking to some of my clients last night, and I'd like to call them more of my students because, you know, I'm the teacher. And so we've been talking about getting them started on their digital nomad journey. I was just telling them how my channel's changed and some of the things that have happened since I was working with them. The reason that I even started this YouTube channel is because I was going through this transitional period in my life. I had quit my job. I was trying to figure out how to run my business on the road. I was trying to heal, find myself, I guess. Some people call it running away. I would call it just running to heal, or just trying to find like my tribe, my journey, figure my own stuff out. I was on this remote island in Jekyll Island, Georgia. I had my travel trailer. It was probably I only had my travel trailer for less than 6 months, so it had to be within the first 6 months. But my condo was for sale, or maybe I had already sold it at the time. I'm not sure yet, but I know I was in my travel trailer on this island, this remote island, and I was telling this guy that I had hired that I wanted to start a website, and he hadn't started it yet, and I was complaining to him about like why he hadn't started this website. And he was like, oh well, you know, I just need a little bit more time. My sister just had a baby. And I was like, oh my god, a baby. If you haven't seen my story, I'll put it in the description, but I had just like lost my baby. And so he's complaining about this baby. And so I had been talking about blogging and being blogging Brandi. I was just ready to start this thing, and it was like everything else was standing in my way, at least this person. And so I was literally just having this meltdown, and I was like, oh my gosh, a baby, I need to start a website, and you just don't know, and like, how dare you? He was like, oh my god, have you ever thought about starting a YouTube channel? A YouTube channel, I would actually be really good at a YouTube channel. I never vlogged or done anything like that before. I was actually a writer. If you saw my new updated story, I wrote in a letter, which is how I communicate best. So I ended up starting the channel because this guy, and it actually wasn't even this channel, it was my other channel, my blogging Brandi YouTube channel, like my old one. I was talking about like building websites and all kinds of other stuff, more just business everything. I didn't know what I was doing or who I was talking to, but I started this and I was talking about like Vegas, and I would talk about like RV living and like, hey, here's how you hook up your trailer, just random stuff. But this guy had told me maybe I should start a YouTube channel, and that's how it ended up. But it started out as something else before RVersity came along. I've learned a lot. What happened along that journey that I was talking to my clients about last night, I started to make videos, but I didn't really know who I was making videos for. I made videos about how to like shower in your RV and how to hook up your RV to your house, how I load my smart car in my garage. The funny thing is, when I started out, I actually didn't realize that after my trailer accident happened, shortly after this whole remote island meltdown and YouTube channels started transpire, about a year later, after healing and going through hospital visits and doctor visits and like shots in my back and all kinds of stuff, I got a van. It was more of me and my boyfriend were married, and he was like, you can't stay here all the time, or like, you know, what are you doing? And I wanted my space, and I didn't have my house at that point, and so there's a lot that transpired. But I ended up solo female RV living in my van. Okay, I wasn't in an RV, in 2 vans, because my first one was a lemon, and then I got another van, same van. Then I ended up getting my motorhome after someone stole my smart car trailer. Again, I started talking about videos about my smart car trailer. And so what happened that I have noticed was I started to attract random people to my channel, and also as an entrepreneur I was like joining these groups. I don't want to say it was like sub for sub, but it was more meaning like, hey, you sub my channel, I'll sub yours. But they were teaching you that it was about getting views and not necessarily going viral, but you know, getting views and subscribers versus getting the right viewers and subscribers. So I would rather have the right people subscribe to my channel that are here for me and my content and what I share now than people who are just trying to take a shower with me in my RV. Okay? Because I make YouTube videos to share my experience as a female digital nomad and RV living entrepreneur, both stationary RV living here in the travel trailer, because I sold my motorhome last year, and also we have a van. So I haven't even shown you the van yet, but now we have a van. And I say we because if you follow my story, I have a boyfriend of 8 years. Okay, 8 years and counting, boyfriend. But I spend a lot of time solo RV living because he wasn't really the true RVer when this whole started. It was me and my journey starting this. I started to attract the wrong audience, and then this weirdo guy put me on his playlist with one of my videos. It attracted just a lot of weirdos, okay, to my channel. If you're out there and you watch my channel and you're one of those people, you can completely feel okay to unsubscribe, because what happens is then YouTube takes my videos and then they put them next to other videos like that, and then I get more of those same people. So this guy put me on his playlist, and it started to attract the wrong audience, and then I started to just make videos out there, and it was more like I was making videos for just like any RVer, anyone that wanted to RV, not specifically people that were trying to get out of the system and not feel status quo. I guess status quo is what people use, a 9-to-5, stuff like that. So I quit my job and started a business, or quit my job to start a business, and then ended up RV living. I didn't quit my job to start RV living. I think it's interesting now because when I shared my story, I always say I didn't know how God wanted to use me, and I've spent a lot of time looking at like the back end of my channel and trying to understand like who watches my content and who can relate to me. And so that's why I always say, please like this video and comment and tell me who you are. And if you haven't joined my fan club, I'll put a link to that below this video. It really tells me more about who the people are that follow me and what kind of content you want to see, how I can make the right videos for the right people, because I don't just make videos to make videos and be like, hey, look at me and look at my RV life. I make videos to share how you can get started in this same RV life, but I use my life as an example. On that note, I would say I hope that you continue to follow me at this point if you're still watching this video, and I love you and I'm excited for where this channel is going. I want to talk more about not just my RV life, but the digital nomad RV living side of it, entrepreneur side of it. I even had started and am starting and still have like a whole other channel where I'm sharing more than just my RV life. So if you haven't seen that yet and my new updated story that I mentioned, please check the description below this video, because I am trying to reprogram my channel, reprogram my content, and get the right people following me, the right people that want to work with me, the right people that are not just, I would say, like fly-by-night subscribers. It's just really interesting once you put your life out there and you put your content out there, what you start to learn about other people and where they're at, both good and bad, and how they can relate to me and my story. So again, if you haven't checked that out, please check the link in the description below. And if you want to work with me and you want me to help you on this journey and become an RV living digital nomad, solo or not, because I've had to do this a lot alone, but sometimes I'm not alone. You don't always have that support system when you're doing something that's completely different. But if you want to learn how to make your own income and not necessarily work for someone else, then that's what I can teach you to do. And that's what I teach people to do, is to get into this RV life and support themselves on this journey. And so I have a community and a course, get me, but I have all of that below this video, and you can check out workingwithbrandi.com and find out more about that. It's more than just your RV life. And so I wanted to tell you more about kind of what I had done, what I've started, and I'm still gonna keep this channel, to be very clear with you. I just am having to figure some things out about reprogramming it to get the right followers and subscribers. I really try to keep everything on here very niche about RV living and RV life, but really more about like my journey as a female digital nomad and RVer, not just how to hook up your RV or how I travel in my RV, because I haven't actually traveled in the RV. In this RV, actually, we have never moved it, but the van, I just did a whole month-long trip, and I haven't even had time to do a tour of this RV or a van tour yet, or even share the vlogs about that. There's so much going on and I want to share with you. I just feel like I had pushed pause, and I have pushed pause on this channel at times whenever I just don't want to be a victim to making content for the sake of making content. I want to make something that is valuable to you. But I love you. If you can relate to me, please drop a comment below, hit the like button below, and let me know how this video resonates with you. If you haven't joined my fan club or watched my story or any of that other fun stuff, all of the good things are in the description below this video. Thank you for subscribing and watching my content and my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.